410. Yes, April 10th, 2021. And you're looking at behind 34 Hubbard Ave in my neighborhood. And as promised, we're going to go ahead and read this to you. This house here. And let's just go ahead into the history. And William H. Lewis, All-American football player, lawyer, and public official, 1868 to 1949. William H. Lewis, a graduate of Harvard Law School, was an African-American to serve as Assistant Attorney General of the United States. Born in Berkeley, Virginia, Lewis went to public school in nearby Portsmouth, where his father was Baptist minister. After attending Virginia Normal Technical Institute, he enrolled at Amherst College, where he played football and was chosen orator of his graduating class in 1892. Can y'all see that? Just want to make sure I'm doing it right. And Lewis graduated from Harvard Law School in 1895, 2 years after his friend Clement Morgan. While at Harvard, he was considered the best center in history of its football team. He was also the first African-American named to Walter Camp's all-time All-American team, and after graduating, he helped coach the Harvard team for several years. Lewis, a Republican, served on the Cambridge Common Council from 1899 to 1901, and then in the legislature for one term. During that time, he married Elizabeth Baker of Cambridge, a student at Wellesley College, and built this house on Upland Road. In 1890s, Lewis joined Clement Morgan, W.E.B. Du Bois, William Monroe Trotter, George W. Forbes, and Emory T. Morris in the discussion that led to the founding of the Niagara Movement, the forerunner of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP. In 1903, however, Lewis joined a more conservative Bookerites, as those who subscribed to Booker T. Washington's accommodationalist views were known. Lewis lost his legislative seat in the Democratic sweep of 1902, but with Washington's help was appointed by President Theodore Roosevelt as the Assistant U.S. Attorney in Boston. In 1911, President William Howard Taft named him Assistant Attorney General. This was the highest government position for thus far achieved by an African American. After Woodrow Wilson, a Democrat, won the 1912 election, Lewis returned to Boston to practice law. While no longer influential in politics, he often took difficult cases involving African Americans. The Lewis family moved to Dedham around 1930 after William H. Lewis Jr. graduated from Harvard College. Lewis died in Boston on New Year's Day, 1949. Related Cambridge African American trail markers. So this is my first exposure, and I will show you the W.E.B. Du Bois. I knew where he lived because he lived around the corner from my Putnam Ave home. And Prospect Street, I just came from there, and that's now a 7-Eleven. And that's not funny. Emory T. Morris, Parker Street, I have that picture, and I'll show you that. Sources: Amherst College Archives, Photograph Collection, Boston Herald, January 5th, 1949, Rayford W. Logan and Michael R. Winston, eds. Dictionary of American Negro Biography, 1982. Clement Richardson, National Encyclopedia of Colored Race, 1919, reprinted 1970. Cambridge African American History, His Story Project, 1993. Cambridge Discovery Inc., Cambridge Historical Commission. So, as brotherra.com, tune in and hear more about how we're divine energies. And we are conditioned. And look more for Brother R.A.'s conversation about conditioning. Are we conditioned during COVID-19? Oh, you must wear a mask on the MBTA. How often do you have to hear it for you to be conditioned? And how often do I have to lead the sheep with a tasseled stick? That's my job. But I can lead a horse to water, but I can't make it drink. Think, it's not illegal yet. I've been your host, Brother R.A. That's all I'll share for right now. Thank you. Say bye. Look at that. Conditioning. I'm just questioning.